Hello and good morning. Hold on. Fucking hell. I got to do some cleanup on the back end of the board review. By the way, if it looks weird, I have one of those laptop um stands, I think you would call them, where the computer kind of raises up like this. Didn't have room in my suitcase for it. So, gonna have to order another one. In case you're wondering why it looks so weird and why it looks like I'm, leaning into the microphone. That's probably why. Also, is this the right position? I think it's the right position. Shout out to Rob Pizzola and the Forward Progress crew for helping me out with the microphone last night. Let me get my brightness up. I can barely see anybody. What's up? Good morning. Wow, the chat. You guys are buzzing already. FTP. What does that mean? Should I know what that means? Fade the... Okay, we'll catch up to that one. Bookachoo, play a video. Oh, also, I can't share my screen. So kind of in shambles right now, but we'll power through. I'll get the power cord for this monitor. I have my other monitor set up right here, ready to go. I forgot the power cord. I'll get another one. I'm sure it's like fucking $10 somewhere at a electronics store. So I'll find one of those. We'll figure it out. We'll get going. Anyways, other than that, do I sound good? Everything's good. Love a good old morning board review. W. Alex, fuck the Packers. Your Super Bowl squad. Yep. RIP to my Super Bowl squads. The Packers were a shit wager. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Fuck the Packers. Yep. Wow. A lot of Packers hate. Yep. Back in the New York groove. That's right. Bucks defense. What's up, Connor Chiote? Good morning, everybody in YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. What's up? Thank you, as always, for hanging out nice and early. And Twizzy with a sub bang. Masked Cabana 79 with a new follow. The real Dr. Rev with a new follow. What's up? Chat, what's up? Aloha. Good morning, Bucks piss. Yep. RIP Nutbuster. Oh, no. Dead Pres Carta. You changed your name. Okay. 823. Let me update this real quick. We're not going to hit the sub goal, but that's okay. You guys, is it 8? What is it? 823. We're not going to Chewy, or we're not going to Shooters. Unfortunately, we're not going to Shooters. You didn't want it bad enough, and that's okay. That's all right. We set up, a big goal, but it's a big commitment. I'm shaving my fucking head. That's good enough. You're not getting any more 2-for-1 specials, but Bills were hard. Yep. Reeves Tree appearance. Oh, yeah, Reeves Trees. What happened to that guy? I remember him. The Ohio State. First playoff win in 20 years. GG's DJ. Who's that for the Commanders? Yeah. But everybody's on Ohio State. Yep. Didn't matter. Why do the Bucks fans hate Todd Bowles? We'll talk about that. I've got some thoughts on that. And I'm not even just trying to take like the contrarian, position and trying to be the minority in this opinion of Todd Bowles and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's getting a little too harsh of criticism for the job he's done with the Bucks. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Good morning, Baker Mayfield. This is your flight attendant speaking. Looking at 96 and sunny in Cancun today. Mean. Good morning. What's up, XL and YouTube? Fuck the Packers. Oh, here we go. Yep. Will be nice not to hear from Prime for a while. Yeah, Prime DM me. He said he's gonna. He said good luck with everything. He's not gonna be chatting or gambling much. I hope he's okay. Hope he didn't lose too much money. I try to set a pretty good example of not leaning into these thinking that these open spot parlays and reckless behavior and irresponsible gambling is cool. Prime for a 21, 22-year-old bets a lot more money than I ever did. I hope that he's just not influenced by the big slips that you see out there. $1,000, $5,000 fucking player prop parlays, absolutely insane. But listen, I tell you all the time, bet responsibly. Gambling's a drug. It's the best drug. Don't let it ruin your life. If you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. All right. I'm not your fucking parent. I do the best I can, but you got to take some accountability. But if he's taking time off, then good for him. All right. Good for him. Greg might be the new fade god with the best bets taking over Trent. Yeah. I have to tell you, there are times when, as the degenerate crew, when we talk, me, Steak, Greg, there are times when they'll make bets or have best bets, and I don't like them. And then there are times where they have best bets, and I do like them. I like the Packers. Did I want to play the Packers? Not really. I still thought it was the Eagles ultimately. And my concern was, and I think that we'll get to this a little bit later too, and this is something I'm going to do as a sports bettor because it's actually been treating me quite well, And I got some compliments for it in the DMs about what are you taking away from following and watching these teams? And I could not get over the fact that the Packers looked so bad in that game on the road against Minnesota. And then I know Love was out for most of it, but losing to the Bears, it's just not a good feeling to go into the locker room and then prepare for a playoff game. So I played the Packers early in that game. I thought that, and really what I was doing was fading the Eagles because they always come out lethargic. I got to tell you, I mean, I don't regret it. It was just a catastrophe of a start. You can't cap that. Fumbling the opening kickoff. You can't cap that. And what did the Eagles do outside of that? Kick the fucking field goal. So it is what it is. Packers really paid Jordan Love. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm really not. Greg, I already said that. Motherfucker's always late. Yep, fuck the cheeseheads. Go Birds. Congratulations on the win. Still have no idea why the no PI call. Go Rams, fuck Beavs. Yeah, I'm not with you on that, Chewy. I love the video. I love the video. I'm not with you on that, though. I'm going for the Vikings. 8-22, bang. Pouring out for Prime. The game sent him into retirement. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I mean, you got to respect the Commanders in there. You just do. You just do. You know, even POD Pete hit me up because he was on the Bucks. And shout out Pete. I think he's having a good playoff record so far. I think that was his first loser. But he said, "How do you feel?" I'm nervous. You know, nervous. How can you not be nervous? As much confidence as I had in the Bucks and Baker, the Commanders are a worthy adversary and a team that should be respected. And I'm sorry, but if you don't respect your opponent, you're living in fucking La La Prime land. I don't live in that land. I just don't. Except if it's the Atlanta Falcons, they can get fucked. Shut up, Prime Man. Yep. The Bucks only played one more game than the. Yeah, nice job. Definitely running off another bookie line set at -300. Oh boy. Checking Prime's action. It's like 21 parlays to 7 straight. Yeah. Gambling community created Prime, unfortunately. Yep. Kanji retired first. Now it's Prime. A lot of people are going to retire. A lot of people are going to retire. A lot of people are going to go MIA. A lot of people, I mean, that's what gambling does. Chews you up and spits you out. If you haven't been humbled by it, you haven't been doing it long enough. And we're trying to teach people who are new to this because it's becoming legal so many new states and it's becoming so mainstream and so popular. That's what we're trying to do. And you see Stake betting a big amount of money. He's still betting within his means. He's capable of doing that. My Greg could bet a little bit more. He's a bitch, and that's fine. I still love that about him. He's an S&P 500 kind of guy. That's okay. It depends for me. You know, it depends financially. I'll go up or down depending on how I'm doing. It's all disposable income and funny money. It's not, if you're a professional bettor, totally different. This what I'm saying does not apply to you, obviously. For recreational, casual bettors. And yeah. So anyways, that's I'm as fun and as silly as we like to be. I'm always going to maintain that stance of trying to make sure people understand that that gambling can be dangerous, and we're trying to have fun with it. So hope Prime's all good. Greg, more concerned about 2025 dad of the year. Let him be. Yeah, I've been great about not shitting on Greg. I really have, because you know what? Greg loves to shit on me. See, that's the thing. People don't always understand, but you're starting to see the light. You know, people would always think. Sometimes my wife thinks this too. She's like, "Why are you always fucking with Greg? Always chirping Greg?" No. Yo, Greg can bite. Greg can bite. He's a little motherfucker, that Greg. But I've known Greg was not locked in, but I'm telling you right now, and I'm not even just saying this, I know he's going to come back with a vengeance. He did this like 2 or 3 years ago. He was getting his ass kicked in baseball. He took a week off. I think him and his wife went on vacation to like Portugal. He came back. He took it easy. He slowly eased back into it, reset. He was profitable 7 of the next 8 weeks. He was so dialed. He was doing great. That's the kind of guy Greg is. He'll be fine. Everybody has off years. McConkey, king of the red zone, end zone. Yeah, he really is. The Bucks. Did I already read that? Jesus. Hey, DJ, what's good? What's up, Cephas? Retired Hovey. How you feel about MD? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Jane Daniels got very lucky on some of these wins. Might run out next week. Yep. I can't stand the Rangers. That's a really cool sweatshirt. Crutch, thank you. Yeah, I got this at the game when I went. That's actually when everything started to go downhill. I don't know why I can't fucking clean these glasses properly. I hope they're not scratched. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, look, Rangers gear ain't fucking cheap. I don't have a lot of it. I have the jersey. I got an Adam Fox jersey. He's taking a shit. My wife, thank goodness, she loves saying Capo Caco. I didn't let her get a Capo Caco jersey. Now he's gone. But yeah, it's a nice sweatshirt. I like it. And I got what's that website? Homage. I got a Magic and a Bucks one from there. I have a Notre Dame something, but you know, I don't know where most of my gear is. It's like scattered around. I'll have to find it because we're going to Atlanta on Sunday. It's going to be big. Anyways, we're just easing into the day. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the board review. It's Monday, January 13th. I hope you had a great weekend. And make sure if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the page. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you like, retweet. We love that shit. Good for the engagement. I already said that. Brian on his GRP path. Oh, God. Great job with the pizza man last night. W's, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Rob Pizzola and the Hammer HQ and Forward Progress guys. That was great. I had a very good time. Thank you to anybody who tuned in if you did. I've said it before, but I came across Rob's Circles Back podcast. I think it's great. It's probably one of the better listens out there in the gambling world, and I think they do a pretty good job. I told Rob I wasn't familiar with his game. I thought he was kind of like smart, analytical, like know-it-all asshole who really wouldn't like guys like me. But turns out he's got a personality, sense of humor, and I like that a lot. You know, I like that. So he's a good dude, and I think we had a good time and a good chat. And I hope we didn't glaze each other too much. That's what Korn was telling me. Rob's one guy who has a worse hairline than you do. Yeah, but I mean, not for long. You know, this motherfucker's. I don't know what's going on with it. It's hanging on by a thread. But you know what I'm telling myself? I think the shaved head is actually going to look okay. But I have to be in shape. I really do. I have to be in shape. I had a little bit of a bender these past couple of days. Started with the Orange Bowl, but I did okay eating wise. I didn't shove my face with shit. I scarfed down a hot dog when I got into the game, but that was it. Before that, we had a salad, steak. We got lunch. We got to Hard Rock, had a salad, Cobb salad. And God, what do we have? That was it pretty much, you know. Next day, just got eggs and bacon. Like I'm trying not to eat like shit, but it does the drinking, obviously. Then flew. So that was Thursday night, Friday night flying. I always have to have a couple of drinks when I fly, unfortunately. Did not get the dinner. I passed on that. I only had a bag of Sun Chips. I haven't had Sun Chips in a while. Sun Chips taste like just like a mouthful of chemicals, you know, like insane. I don't even know. Xanthan gum out the yin yang. And then, and what I mean by that is I'm not really a fan. Like I like 3 and then I'm good. DGen bullies Greg. Stop it, Arthur. No, I do not. Last name Sachs. He was born for it. It was always Dallas Goddard TV. Yep. Booked that turkey trip. No, the sheer panic in DGen's voice last night when Rob said, "You better hope it grows back." Yeah, no shit. 10-10 national anthem in the Eagles game. I missed that. DGen, do we think Stuckey's tweet about the drinking and flying was a jab at the channel? I don't know. I never know. If it is, that's okay. I don't mind jabs. I truly don't. I don't mind jabs. And maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I mean, I'm pretty open about that. I'm pretty open about that. And in terms of, posting shit on Twitter and whatnot. And, anybody can see it and watch it from afar. And I like Stuckey, and we've only interacted like a handful of times. But I think he's definitely probably one of the OGs in the sports gambling space, and a dude that I respect. But yeah, that's okay if he can fly and just pound water and read books. I kind of admire that. I wish I could do that. I wish I could be more productive on planes. I like to just fucking jam out to music, go through like old songs I haven't listened to in like 10 years, get buzzed, and stare at the flight tracker. Okay. And I just want to emphasize, Chewy, this is why I tell you, I am no role model. You should be on that plane reading books or like my wife does, just cranking fucking work. Which flavor Sun Chips? The red bag. I think that's like sun-dried tomato or something. Not my favorite. But I had a nice little easing back into it. Yesterday I did not drink. I had a busy day yesterday. My yesterday was fucking slammed. At a late night Saturday night, went to a friend's 40th birthday party. They had the space from like 6 to 10. But if anybody, if you're married or dating any Spanish women, Spanish people don't love to end a party. They like to hang out all night. So by proxy, I stay out all night, and then I woke up, rolled right into the prop talk, cornfields, big W's coming on. I was banged up, pounded some Tylenol. Steak came on. You guys did great. Prop talk was slammed, and we really didn't like much going into it, I don't think, but we did our best to dig into those games, and I think we came out with some really good looks. Shout out Cornfields with the Troy Franklin look. I think the guy had a 50-yard fucking touchdown. That was awesome. Steak had some pretty good looks. Most notably, God, what was Steak's best read? Well, I know he ended up playing I think he ended up playing like the first half under or something like that in the Packers game. That was, not gonna lie, that was scary of Snide. Good morning, DJ. It's the Vikings tonight. I hope so, Matthew. You missed a touchdown because of a snow break? No, what are you talking about? I came out with Dallas Goedert. That was great. Texas Yappers nowhere in sight. Yeah. Hit another underdog entry. Let's fucking go. That's two for two on 3-leggers. So I got my account balance now looking real nice, almost up to about 10 units in there. So great job. Had Major Matt invited. It was very early for a West Coaster, so he didn't make it. Can Corn supply more than Greg's $5 contribution to an office space? Maybe it's time to replace a member of the DGen fam. No, Greg is one of the 3 pillars. He will never be replaced. And Greg kicked ass on the newsletter. Let's be honest. I mean, I know a lot of you probably don't care for a newsletter. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's got 2,500 subscribers now. For the most part, the feed, and it's not easy to fucking do. Like, that shit takes time. And he kind of carries the load on that. He carries the load on that and does a really good job. And he did a great job in the off season too, with the season previews and whatnot. So even though he had some shit reads, Ravens under, Rams under. W newsletter. Yep. DJ can't replace Greg. Who the fuck is going to format and do the newsletter? You think the boomer can do that? Exactly. I will give Greg credit. This whole thing started after COVID, and he knew what Substack was. I wasn't really a big newsletter guy. I was just a Twitter guy, and I created the Twitter account, and he was like, let's do the newsletter. We'll start doing picks. Steak wasn't even really involved at first, and then I was like, hey, do you want to do this? And it wasn't because I don't want Steak involved. Obviously, he's the fucking man when it comes to sports betting, and he's the best sports bettor I know. I just thought he was just too busy because he's just got his hand in so many pots, but he was like, fuck yeah, are you kidding me? I'll make time for this, and then we got cranking. Greg, the glue guy, always need a glue guy. Well said. By the way, never forget the map plays. Greg, that's the kind of shit Greg can come out with sometimes, where it's like, dude, I always say Greg is either the smartest dumb guy I ever met or the dumbest smart guy I ever met. He's got like that thing where it's like, this is brilliant. And then I'm like, Greg, I tell him the offseason, lean into this. Fucking guy doesn't come in until week 8 with something, and he gives us the wrong map play. Cam, great call on Baker Mayfield under pass attempts. That was fucking sharp. DJ, meme capper. Steak, good capper. Greg, smart guy who runs a lot. Yeah, you nailed it. It's called autism. Yeah, it might. But I want to say, who was it that DM'd me? That was a very, very nice DM. And I'm not going to glaze myself. I don't do this too often, but every now and then I have to do it, because as much as I like to joke around and fuck around, and obviously I'm self-deprecating and whatnot, and I don't take myself too seriously, and I don't think people should, but it is nice occasionally when you get a little pat on the back. We've got, between Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, these streams get like a couple thousand views. There's hundreds of people that interact and engage and comment or whatnot. It's very nice to get one person to DM me every now and then. I don't know who it was. I forget the name. Maybe it was you, Alec, or I think it was an A. And he said, DGen, as someone who had the Chargers ticket, you were so right about them just looking totally incompetent, inept, and flat for 1 to 2 quarters of football. And how did I come away with this take? Paying attention and doing some research. That shit takes time. And a lot of people in this space don't have the time for it, or they just don't want to put in the time for it. They're very lazy. They come in, they just look for locks and guaranteed winners and whatever. But that was something I saw in the Chargers as we are doing our research for our best bet for the newsletter. That shit takes time. And the reads worked and translated into the playoffs. Now, I was wrong about the Bucs starting fast, but how about Bo Nix on the road in the Northeast? How about it? Bo Nix and the Broncos offense on the road in the Northeast when they played in Cincinnati, MetLife, and Baltimore. They stink. What did they score yesterday? 7 points? So a couple of good takes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the nice comment. I appreciate that. A back pat just to be like, hey, you know a little bit of ball sometimes. Feels good. Thank you. Herbert and Love, the same. Yeah. And on that note, Cam is money. As sharp of a play as Jalen Hurts under passing yards was, as sharp of a play as Baker Mayfield under pass attempts was, Cam is money always let me know that Kenny Pickett was a dog shit quarterback when I said the Steelers should give him a chance. But I want you to know something. If you are going to be an Anthony Richardson and Jordan Love truther, that is a bold hill to die on. And I'm just letting you know, I'll give you one more year. But boy, oh boy, the excuses about Anthony Richardson's receivers dropping passes, now the excuses about Jordan Love not having enough weapons, play calling, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, that boy looked bad. That boy looked bad. You get one more year. All right. Let's recap some games and then we'll talk Vikings. We'll talk Vikings Rams. I have a best bet. You should know what it is. It's on the newsletter. You can subscribe on the website, thedegenerateweekly.com. And please bear with me if I'm trying to this is like the first day after my 3-day bender. No, the second day. So it's like the second day of a hangover. I'm feeling much better. Hit the sauna, got some blueberries and oatmeal, got a nitro. I'm feeling good. But I might be just a little bit more lower energy than usual. Tomorrow's going to be W merch. Thank you, Snidesy. Tomorrow's going to be, I got to wash my my hoodie and get it ready for fucking Atlanta. We start fresh. If you want to get some, I got to check on some shipments, by the way. I will do that. Shop.thedegenerateweekly.com. Beanies fucking rule too. I just got myself a beanie. I think you're going to love it. You're going to like the way you look. I almost guarantee it. Jordan Love, one of the highest paid QBs in the NFL too. Yeah, hilarious. When you headed to ATL on Sunday, going down Sunday, we're going to watch Ravens Bills and whatever the other game is. Beanie and hoodie supposed to arrive today. W fucking Blaine. I think you're going to love it. What's up, Barty Bart? Herbert, Bo, and Love went 0-for-3 with like 10 INTs. I can't even fight back for them. Yeah. Will Tomlin ever win another playoff game? Let's recap it real quick. Let's recap. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay. What did we see? What do we know from the NFL playoffs? Well, we can start briefly with the Texans and Chargers. I mean, it's like a combination of a couple things with the Chargers. I told you I faded this team on the year on their under win total, and they went over. I still think that the Chargers are just not a very good football team. I think they overachieved, and you have to give all the credit in the world to coaching. Herbert looked very, very good at times throughout the season. He looked really bad, I think, in that game against the Texans. The biggest takeaway that I have, though, is the Texans were able to finally put it together and figure it out. I watched a half of that game because I had to leave to go to that birthday party for the second half. So take with what I say with a grain of salt. I knew when the Texans scored on that 99-yard touchdown drive, the game was over. I actually even thought about going in and taking some Texans alt lines, but I just said to myself, no, I've already got the over in the game. So if the Texans score, like I'm already, it's good for the over, clearly. So I'm already invested, cash it. And I have Joe Mixon. So basically, I already have 2 units invested on the Texans waking up and scoring points and doing something. I'm not going to add to it. But in my opinion, what I saw, some plays I saw from CJ Stroud are the plays as a Texans fan that you need to see to still, I'm not saying you're going to fucking abandon ship on CJ Stroud, but let's be honest. I don't care what anybody says. He took a step back this year. I don't give a fuck. I already see some fucking people out there talking about metrics and this and that, whatever. You want to blame the offensive coordinator? That's fine. I don't think the offensive coordinator is very good at all. Does he have a poor offensive line? Maybe. Watch the games. If you watch the games, I know you can't watch every game. I can't watch every game. But when you watch the game, You can just see it in CJ Stroud. He is not the same quarterback this year. He was not the same quarterback this year as he was last year. I'm sorry. I don't care what data point or metric you have to defend yourself on this take of saying, no, CJ Stroud is just as good. I disagree vehemently. Okay. Jordan and Stroud both took a step back in confidence, it seems. Thank you, Cam as money. You can see it. You can see it. If you just watch their body language, if you look at their face, did you see Jordan Love? Did you see Jordan Love? He looked like a lost puppy. He really did. Exactly. I understand his O-line was injured. I get it. Yeah, absolutely it is. But my point is this. I already see some people out there tweeting that like, oh, people actually thought CJ Stroud wasn't good. No. Just because CJ Stroud played well in that game does not all of a sudden mean anybody who thinks that CJ Stroud wasn't that good this year is wrong. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Tough losing Diggs and Dell. Absolutely. Oh, is DJ loud today? Oh, I don't know. Am I? Yeah. No, please tell me. Ooh, maybe. Please tell me. Is that better? I turned the gain down a little bit. Give me Will Levis. Oh, God, no. He had a down year, but he'll be fine. Oh, I'm not abandoning ship on CJ Stroud. I like CJ Stroud. Actually, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. I think I fucking love the Texans in Kansas City next week. So anyways, that was a great second half performance by the Texans. Great job by D'Amico Ryans with the defense as well. And then at the end of the day, it just sort of, like, how much can you really do as the Chargers with the lack of weapons, right? Quentin Johnston, fucking Will Dissly, and Ladd McConkey. Got to add to the weapons. You have to. And they're going to be fine. I think the Chargers are going to be fine. I really do. I still think, even though they overachieved, I still think it's up from where they're at. I really believe that. So I'm not selling Chargers stock. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do, I think I want to buy a little bit of the Texans, and I like them against the Chiefs. I do. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, massive difference between having a good game and being a good player. Sure. Don't disrespect the GOAT Disley. I'm not. I'm just saying you're going to need more than that. Okay. FickYoMe02. What's up with the new follow? How you doing? Welcome to the board review. Okay, let's keep moving. Pittsburgh and the Ravens. I you know what? I don't even really want to talk much about this game. I don't. And, I didn't really watch most of it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I didn't see a snap of it. Again, because I was at the birthday party. Saw it a little bit on my phone. I saw some clips, obviously, on Twitter. There's a lot of Mike Tomlin slander going around. That's fine. I'm not going to be a Mike Tomlin defender. I'm also not really going to add to the shit talking and the hate of Mike Tomlin. Like, I still think he's a really good coach, but yeah, if this is what your team does every year, as a fan, I would be pretty frustrated. Like, getting to the playoffs is one thing. Getting embarrassed every time you get to the playoffs is another. And it happened to me as a Notre Dame fan. I was like, I don't even want to go to the fucking playoff anymore. Legitimately. I was like, let's just play in a fucking a Cotton Bowl, and like beat Texas A&M. I don't know. But man, the Steelers, I got to tell you, it's like one of the reasons when I was staring at the depth chart and the roster for the Steelers in the offseason, one of the reasons I didn't fade the Steelers, but I could not bet on the Steelers. And if you bet on the Steelers, you won money over wins, make the playoffs, whatever. I couldn't do it because I'm like, this roster is just not impressing me. I think that's another team that you got to give them credit for winning the games they did early in the year. But when their schedule got hard, their schedule got really hard and they fucking tailspinned. I'm not taking that much away from what they did in the season, but I'll tell you this, man. I think, can I ask you guys a serious question? And can you answer me honestly? Please answer me honestly. Are we done pretending Russell Wilson's a good quarterback? Or are we not done? Please. Are we done pretending Russell Wilson is a good quarterback? Because Russell Wilson is a guy, when he hit the free agent market, that I think teams wanted. And I think when a team signed Russell Wilson, I think their fans got excited. I, as a Bucs fan, I would not want Russell Wilson. I don't like Russell Wilson. I think he's a massive, gigantic, probably the biggest cornball in the NFL. And I fucking hate cornballs. I just do. You think they were better off playing fields? I don't even know. I don't know because I'm not trying. Look, listen. If you want to defend Russ and be like, look at his fucking offensive line, look at his weapons, he's got none. Fine. Russell does not. He just doesn't do it for me. He doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. He just doesn't. Also, can anybody answer this for me? I didn't even realize this, but I heard it on Pardon My Take this morning. What the fuck happened to TJ Watt? I didn't realize he's gone like a month without recording a statistic. It really hurts to lose their win total under watching them implode down the stretch. They didn't even hit their win total under or win total over? What are you talking about? The Steelers? Oh, you lost their win total under. I see. Scorching for no reason. Right. As a Broncos fan, was not excited and was very happy to see him go. I think he'd make a decent coach. Very fair take. Christian does it. Very fair take. I'm friends with a lot of Steelers fans. Oh, really? Okay, Zigzag. My apologies then. I thought Steelers fans liked that signing. Are you sure? Are you sure? Huh. Interesting. See how it goes. Mike Tomlin is a goat. He brings the best out of his players. Blame the GM. Sure. May as well be a gallon of milk from 2022. Should have thrown out a long time ago. Yep. Patrick Fishburne, piss fan. I don't know what that is. He got hurt towards the back end of the season. Russ was good 8 years ago. Agreed. They loved Russ the first few weeks. Yeah. Against the fucking Giants and Jets. Russ is also a weirdo. Why does a QB need his own personal coaching staff? Thank you. Steelers fans are screaming for Tomlin's head. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not willing to can Tomlin, but it's probably time for a change. It's always time for a change with everybody. You have good runs. I told Greg a few years ago I thought Tomlin was probably going to be fired, and then I think I regretted that take. But now it's like it's coming back full circle. Steelers fan, you almost pulled the 9 out of the drawer when. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is the 9? Got you. We will never be Russell Wilson's fan after the high knees video. They just got done dealing with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky for a few years. Shit, I'd be excited too. Tomlin hired Matt Canada. Oof. Yeah, that's true. That was another good point on Pardon My Take. There's no coaching tree from Mike Tomlin. There's really none. Matt Canada? Ugh. Jeez. Since Mike Tomlin's like, oh, I know. This is amazing, dude. Yeah. Wilson showed us he could still make some throws, but a part of what made him great was his ability to extend plays and make throws on the run. Yeah. I agree. Sometimes you need a new voice. You squeeze all the juice out of the orange. I agree. Anyways, that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about in there. If you had, in all seriousness, though, you know, I was joking around with Owner's Box guys. You know, I like the Owner's Box guys, big Owner's Box guys, people. And Sandy's a guy that's been grown on me a little bit. And I saw their locks for the weekend, and I saw him holding up a sign that said Steelers plus 9.5. And if you like the Steelers, that's fine. To make the Steelers your lock, though, I mean, I joked about him. I said, "Who's the idiot with the Steelers?" And I'm not here to rub anybody's face and shit, but that's like, at least take the Broncos. They're both equally as bad of a wager. Actually, the Broncos are worse, but the Broncos were at least playing well. The Steelers look terrible. And what have I taught you, if anything? And I'm not trying to make you. I'm not trying to mold you into a sports bettor that I want anyone to be, just to be clear. But we can all learn from each other's experiences to be better bettors. And I think what I've really tried to help people with that was not working for me, it's getting contrarian in the NFL. And essentially what that means is you're betting on bad teams because the public and everybody, every square bettor is going to want to bet on good teams. It has not worked. So what did I say when we were getting our ass kicked in the Degenerate newsletter and we had a DGen players only meeting? I said, we're going to stop betting on bad teams and we're going to stop fading good teams. Why? That is the perfect exhibit A and B Don't bet on the fucking Steelers. Don't fade the Ravens. Anyways, moving on. How we doing on tempo and pace? Are we good? Pine VM with a new follow. What's up, everybody? Let me know if I don't think we're taking too long. We don't have really too thick of a board today. I don't know if TikTok is going to get banned or not, but I still, I want to really spend some time kind of recapping on stuff. And because I want to try to have a good, successful playoff. So I want to take our time with football, and it's almost over, and we're going to cherish it. So I don't really want to rush through this to like get to the NBA and NHL. So I'll probably go a little bit, or go later. I'll go live. So stay tuned for that. Also, what I'm going to do real quick is I've been holding it for a little bit. Brock with a sub, bang, 15 months, bang. Appreciate you, Brock. I'm going to go take a piss real quick. I will be right back. Please hold on. Don't go anywhere. I know you can stay put. And I'll be back in 30-ish seconds. Okay, we're back. Thank you for hanging out. I really need to clean up. Okay, I'm doing Operation Cleanup. Why do we have so many comments? Oh, God. I can't believe Steve started this. Hell of a Coke song right there. Very funny. Okay, let's get the banner down. That's good. Well, that's better than you guys leaving, just sitting there and putting in snowflake emojis. Okay, let's get into it. So yesterday's games. I was working. I didn't see much of the Bills game. All I saw was the Broncos went up 7-0, and then they kind of just faded off and died off from there. So I'll kind of leave it to you guys. I didn't get home until a little bit later and started to watch the Packers game. So if you have any takeaways, I'd love to hear them. I've kind of already told you, one of my reads from just looking at what teams did, trying to get familiar with what they do and don't do well, their tendencies, if you will. By the way, how great was that guy fixing your mic last night? Comment, I was dead. It was awesome. It was awesome. What's up, Tailing Dawes W's? Bucks fucked me. Yeah, fucked me too, emotionally. So the one thing I just took away was that the Broncos offense on the road, outdoors, in this region, for whatever the case, they just don't get off to, or they don't do that well. I think the under was a great bet. Bills, obviously a good bet. Bills first half, maybe a little sweaty. Wait, did it even cash? What was the Bills first half? Oh no, it didn't cash. I think that what did I have? Oh, James Cook. Great call. By the way, I got to give Mid-Major Matt his flowers. Mid-Major Matt's a big W in this chat for the DGen family. He had a good read, and I always want to make sure I don't like swagger jacking. I always want to give people their credit if I even take an ounce of what they say and factor it into my play. And I think everybody else should do. Stop swagger jacking. There's a lot of swagger jacking out there. Copycat league in sports betting Twitter. He mentioned that it might be a big game. Round one might be a big game for running backs. And he was so right, because a lot of them are resting down the stretch. A lot of defenses were getting gassed. I mean, fucking Henry, Mixon, James Cook. Not much for Saquon. And really not much for the Bucs game, but those were great reads. Phenomenal reads. I played James Cook in the underdog entry. That came through. Yay. Bills are a buzzsaw. We're not getting their way. Sure. Yep. If you are betting on Mikal Bridges today, delete your sportsbook. Hilarious. So anyways, by the way, McMillan TD was the only TD in my parlay to make me half unit, 22 units. Nice. Good shit. Love that, Tailing Dawes. So I don't have much to take away from this game. I saw some clips. I think Josh Allen's incredible. Obviously Lamar is amazing too. Like I've already said it. It's the stupidest, silliest thing, but like if you have a wager on Lamar Jackson, I get it. I would be fucking looking for every reason I could to defend Lamar Jackson winning the award. Anything. And I would use it. I don't have any money on this. I don't have an MVP bet. I didn't make it. Oh, I made one MVP bet. I took Geno Smith like 75-1 early in the year. But it's so silly. But I just truthfully think Josh Allen has been so fucking good. Lamar Jackson has been so fucking good. I get it. And it's probably one of the least popular takes you'll ever hear me say. And I know it's going to make people upset. Just give it to Josh Allen. Lamar's got two. Just give him one. And it's not the end of the deal. I know this account I follow. He's great. Uncut Gems, I think. Guy's great. I don't know him. I never really interacted with him. He's so good at future bets. Incredible. And GRP give you Geno? No. But he was putting it out there, and he's like, if the award is judged on these statistics and these metrics based off how it was in the past, Lamar Jackson should win. And he said, even if guys like Joe Burrow and Josh Allen play their whole careers and don't win an MVP, it's okay. They're still one of the greats. Like, yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. But also, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What's the big deal if you just give it to Josh Allen? Is anybody going to be fucking marching in the streets? Is Josh Allen not worthy of an MVP this year? Is he not? Okay, I agree. I'm not saying he doesn't. He is playing worthy MVP football, but so is Josh Allen. Aren't they right there? Or are they really not? I guess that's just what I don't understand. The Bills would have been 14-3. That's kind of crazy. The Bills' defense isn't even all that good. Josh Allen has fucking Shakir, Dalton Kincaid. Like, yeah, I like James Cook. He's great. Shut up, Corn. I know you got a fucking Lamar Jackson ticket. So this weekend we'll decide it. Whoever wins. Wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't decide it. I agree. Sure. Yeah, put Derrick Henry on the Bills and Josh puts up better numbers than Lamar. Yeah. The fact that Henry was in the run for Offensive Player of the Year should give the nod to Allen. True. My thing is, what happens if you take that player off their team? The Bills go under 500 and back to being irrelevant. The Ravens are still a playoff team. Give Lamar Bills OL. Well, hasn't the Ravens offensive line been pretty good? I know the Bills offensive line is good. And also the Ravens defense has been incredible. Oh, James Cook's good. Whoa. James Cook is good. Also, shout out Phil Zutley for talking me off this bet. I almost took James Cook to lead the league in rushing touchdowns. He said Josh Allen vultures too much. Okay. Steak, who are you advocating for? Joe Burrow? Yeah, I thought the Ravens line has been pretty good. And that was kind of their issue coming into the season, right? They had three new offensive linemen. I thought they've been great since after like the first few weeks, after like the first 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know. I just give it to Josh Allen. Like, the guy should get one. Lamar has 2. I just think it's so close. Lamar, if you go by his numbers only, nerd. Anyways, I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep moving. So the Packers. Goodness gracious. The Green Bay Packers. What is there to say about the Green Bay Packers? 17 first downs. Jordan Love was 20 of 33, 212 yards, 3 interceptions. And Josh Jacobs, 18 carries, 81 yards, touchdown. I just don't even really know what to say about the Packers that will really articulate what type of team they are. It's so difficult because they have things that you should be excited about. They have things that I really like. And then there's just something when you watch them that's like, I don't know where it stems from. Like, I almost kind of think it stems from like, is it fair to say the Packers are lacking dog? What's up, DJ? Hope all is well. Attack this Monday with relentless positivity and enthusiasm. Thank you. Is that a Jim Harbaugh quote? It's Josh Allen. The narrative was Bills in a rebuild. Well said. Add Green Bay Soul ticket and Mets World Series for Greg. Yep. LaFleur running on third and short 9. Yeah. Did you already talk about how trash Justin Herbert was? Because sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't good. He wasn't good. They soft. We was knocking the players out game one by one. Jacobs the only one who had heart. So I think that's why I was so surprised watching Josh Jacobs towards the end of the season. I was like, I never knew. Not that I never knew. I didn't expect him to be, he's Alabama, Las Vegas Raider in a dome. Then he's going to a team in the Midwest, and he was running like he was fucking born in the Midwest. Like he was running hard. He was gritty. He was nasty. He was a dog. And I was like, fuck yeah. That's just something that you don't really see the Packers have. Outside of that, though, I mean, even when you just kind of look at Jordan Love, like, you know what it is about the Green Bay Packers? I'll tell you what it is. My high school football coach, he would always say, stop pussyfooting around. Pussyfooting. He would always call people prima donnas. And I kind of think when I watch the Green Bay Packers that they're just filled with a bunch of prima donnas who are always pussyfooting around. It's kind of what it seems like. They're prima donnas who pussyfoot around a little too much. How does that? How was that? I'm having a tough time trying to figure out the words to describe the Green Bay Packers. That's the best I can come up with. How is that? Is that good? Or is that not very good? I think it's probably the best I can do. Every Green Bay wide receiver was injured. Yeah, Packers are lacking QB with functional brain cells, unfortunately. Yep, GB Soft also hurt. Josh Jacobs, Ben Him, give Ritters the wins, to be honest. Yep, Stroud at home in the playoffs is a wagon. A.J. Dillon, 2 touchdowns hook. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to keep betting on that guy anymore because I thought A.J. Dillon was going to be really good. And apparently that's just not the case, or was not the case, besides Josh Jacobs. Yeah, you're not going to win playoff games with Dontavian Wicks and Bo Melton. Right. And for whatever reason, I was like, their play calling was so stale in that game. It was really stale. It was really boring. I thought at least LaFleur had like some creativity, some I don't know, some misdirection. They were so boring. They went in like vanilla ice cream, boring as fuck. And you can't do that on the road against the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. You can't. You got to throw some punches. You got to catch them by surprise. I thought they did that last year. Do you think we can all agree that Matt Collins is just a straight up weirdo? Yeah, he's a little weird, but I don't know that he's a weirdo like a Russell Wilson weirdo. He's kind of, I don't mind like weirdos. I'm friends with weirdos. But there's like some weirdo that I'm like, I don't know that I'm getting a beard with you. I think Matt Collins is the guy I would get a beer with. All it requires is eyeballs. He did only catch me some rushing attempts. Yeah. Eagles play calling was just as bad. That's true. It is true. I'm telling you, man, there's something missing with the Eagles when it comes to the start of games. Like they're just lacking that fire. I don't know what it is. And like the Jalen Hurts takes so long. He's got forever to throw. There was no pass rush on Jalen Hurts. None. Guess what? What? Chicken butt. His rhythm seemed off all season. It kind of was a sophomore slump. He'll be better next year. Okay. Fucker's always late. Matt Collins' dog. Eagles gave the Packers every opportunity to win that game, which is crazy. Yeah, that's true. I'm seeing Bedard tonight. Very cool. Chewy W's. Have fun at the game. Use promo code DGen if you're getting tickets on SeatGeek. You'll get $20 off your first purchase. Think about all the things you can do with $20. You can buy a carton of eggs if your grocery store even has them in stock. Mine doesn't. Kellen Moore's thinking too much. Agreed. To be fair, expected some rust for the Eagles. Good point. Kind of why I leaned into Green Bay first half, too. I thought the Packers were going to come in and fucking throw a haymaker to get started, and they didn't. Prima donna's pussyfooting. Chris Corner Sports with a new follow. What's up, Chris Corner? Welcome to the board review. It's 20 units for Chewy. Kellen Moore trash. Yep. Losing Slay and Dean were huge for Philly. Oh, my God. That's right. Good call. Dean is like out, isn't he? He's out. It's not good. Are you enjoying ND being in the title conversation before the inevitable happens? Yep, I am. I know it's coming. I might bet Notre Dame with the points. Fuck it. I'm not astounded by the Eagles win at all. I have 2.5 units on them. Super Bowl winners, but we need more aggressive play call and do something. Having Hurts in the pocket each play. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, dude, fully healthy, that team is that unit is so sound. You better don't prime me. Don't prime me. Don't. You better bet your team. No, how many times I gotta tell you? Nothing cool about constantly betting on your favorite team. Nothing. People want to blame the play calling. Hurts sat in the pocket for 20 minutes on numerous occasions. Yeah. I don't know what to think about Jalen Hurts. I really don't. I'm so confused by him. I'm so confused by Jalen Hurts. I don't even know. I don't know how to put it into words. All right, let's recap the last game, and then we'll talk. We'll talk about Vikings and Rams. Looking forward to it. I hit a primer back this week and got Buckeyes money line with Bills 2 units. Bang. Yep. How many units will Beeve have on the Vikings tonight? Oh, I don't know. 20, 25. It's pretty cool when your team wins and pays for your night. Sure. Also, really sucks when your team loses and then you lose money on top of it. You know what I mean? All right, Bucks game. Yeah. So game goes under. 23-20 win from the Commanders. I watched. I was so tired. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I fucking take a nap before the game? And then I'm going on with Rob late, the third quarter. I just started doing push-ups. I just attacked. I got a Monster Energy drink. That Monster Energy drink, by the way, was fucking huge. That drink was huge. And I don't mean like quantity. I mean like it came through. You know what I mean? That was great. The energy drink was great. My wife ordered Taco Bell, gave me some fuel. I had a cheesy gritty crunch in me. And I was pretty locked into the first half. That third quarter, I was on with Rob. Obviously, we were having a conversation. I was kind of in and out of the game, but that was when the Bucks started to come back. Loved the drive for the end of the half. I was getting some Notre Dame Penn State vibes, and I really thought that the Bucks had a chance to win that game. I'd like to go back and watch it. I think I can give you about like an 80% good like takeaway from the game. But I'd love for you guys to tell me if I'm wrong in saying that. I don't really necessarily feel like the Bucks, even though they botched that snap in the fourth, the third down play calling was terrible with that jet sweep or the miscommunication on hiking it too soon, snapping it too soon. Nobody says hiking anymore. Getting fit, talking about monsters and Taco Bell. Cam, I had to push through, bro. That's the pull, break glass in case of emergency. But I don't think the Bucks deserve to win that game. Should have never kicked that field goal. Should have went for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking it when they knew they weren't getting it back. Bowles is soft. Yeah. Look, I'm okay criticizing Bowles for coaching decisions, clock management. I really am. Defense. I really am. I don't think he's a perfect coach. I don't think he's that great of a coach. I really, really don't. But at the same time, if there's coaching, in my opinion, is about doing more with less. I think that to me is coaching. Look, even Greg Popovich is a fucking great coach, right? Is that motherfucker winning championships without Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker and Bruce Bowen? Is that what Greg Popovich is doing? I don't think so. If you look at the Bucks roster, if you look at their depth chart, what more is that team supposed to achieve? Zach Bond, Super Bowl MVP, 7. Wow, that's interesting. In the grand scheme of things, but yes, you need talent. Bro had the stroke chill on Pop. I don't even know what that means. So you look at the Bucks. You look at their depth chart. Have you ever done that? Seriously. Have you ever looked at people see the Bucks, they see Mike Evans, they see Baker Mayfield, you see Bucky Irving. And yeah, those are great pieces. But Baker Mayfield is still a guy on his 4th team. Mike Evans is an aging wide receiver. Bucky Irving was a 4th-round pick. I'm just curious. Is it not a little impressive to win the division back-to-back years, host a playoff game back-to-back years and win one of them? And you came down to the wire against another team who, I'm sorry, but we got to give the Commanders a little bit of respect, don't we? I know it's a rookie quarterback, but let's be honest. The Commanders are a tough football team for anyone. So it wasn't the Bucs' best performance. Does that fall on coaching? Absolutely. But here's the problem. When the Bucs do well, all the praise goes to Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator, and Baker Mayfield. When the Bucs do poorly, all the blame goes to Todd Bowles. And I'm just curious. The Bucs offense had some problems. I'm not saying the defense was great. I'm not at all. But they held the Washington Commanders to 20 points. It's for 2 touchdowns. And one of those touchdowns, correct me if I'm wrong, came right after the fumbled snap in the red zone, right? DGen, this is every team. What are we talking about? Yes, I'm a fan of the Bucs. The roster doesn't say SB contenders at all. At all. Look at that defense, dude. Look at the secondary. Yeah, losing Godwin sucked, but let's be honest. Jalen McMillian comes right in and does a great fucking job. Lose Kate Otten. You had half your secondary missing for the entire year. Normally just QB versus coaching. Team wins, it's all QB. They lose, it's all coaching. I know, but it's a little bit different, Snacks, because the Bucs are actually achieving things. They actually won a playoff game. They won the division. And I know it's a weak division. I understand that. But the Bucs are not a overly talented roster. They're just not. Look at that roster. What are you expecting from that roster? And I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Are there Bucs fans who really legitimately thought the Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl? I never thought that. You could say I'm a shit fan. Fine, I don't care. Go hang out with Primer. The Bucs aren't talented at all. You're 100% right. Thank you. 1,000% right. They're a good team. To take that roster and make it good, I think is coaching. I think it's coaching. So no, I don't think Todd Bowles should be fired after every loss. I'm sorry, I just don't. Do I think he's a great coach? No, but come on. Who is better? You want to tell me it's Liam Cohen? You want to tell me we should take our offensive coordinator and make him the head coach so we don't lose him? Okay, I'm not against it. But are we sure we're going to guarantee that means that he's a good head coach? That's what that means? I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. Sometimes guys are really good coordinators. It doesn't always mean they're going to be good coaches. You guys should go after Matt Nagy. Please, God, no. Everyone hates their coach. 80% are that's crazy. Right. That's true. That's true. I guess it's just wild to me. Unbelievably mid. Yeah, I don't know. I think Baker, see, this is the problem sometimes is Baker goes out there and he throws 40 fucking touchdowns and everybody's like, oh, the Bucs have an elite quarterback. They should be winning the Super Bowl and winning the NFC. It's like, hold the fuck on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Baker Mayfield is on his 4th team. Stop that. Yeah, Godwin's better than good. I agree. GM brings in talent, coach develop players. Right. And they've done an awesome job. You got a fucking rookie center in Graham Barton from Duke out there playing. Look at this offensive line aside from Tristan Wirfs. Who are these guys? And they're playing their asses off. Jalen McMillan steps up. Like I said, Kate Otten is a solid tight end. Is he elite? No. Give me a break. You know? I think Zion McCollum, 5th round draft pick from Sam Houston State. This is one of our main fucking defenders and anchors back there in the secondary. Jamel Dean. I mean, outside of Antoine Winfield. Antoine Winfield is awesome. That was a great draft pick. I'm so happy. I had Antoine Winfield to be the first safety or DB drafted that year. He wasn't, but I love that he fell to the Bucs. Love it. He's a great player. Look at the linebackers. Levante David, aging. He's playing his ass off, but he's aging. KJ Britt is terrible. Who else is in the secondary? Give me a break. They have been drafting very well. That's right, but they still don't have an elite roster. So if Bowles was with this roster was going 7-10 and missing the playoffs, fire him. But they're not. They're going 10-7. They're winning the division. They're hosting a playoff game, and they beat the Eagles last year, and they lost, unfortunately, a tough, hard-fought game where the offense did not really show up and made some terrible mistakes. Fan is short for fanatic. Yep. Carlton Davis sucked for you and was balling for the Lions. No, that's not true. I don't think Carlton Davis sucked. He was just really hot and cold. He was really hit or miss. Sometimes Carlton Davis was a shutdown awesome corner. Sometimes he would get cooked. Lions run man, which is Carlton excels at. Yep. What's the play in the Vikings? Sick of hearing about yesterday. Would you shut the fuck up? The chat is literally buzzing right now, sharing their opinions on the game. McMillan is a dog. Yep. Todd Bowles not the problem. Yeah, listen, again, I want to emphasize, I don't think he's the best coach out there, but I don't necessarily know that we need to have his head fucking, or not his head on a stick. What's that saying? You know what I mean? We don't need to say he's not all of our problem. He's not the biggest problem for the Bucs, in my opinion. All right, let's talk. Yeah, let's get right into it. I'm in on Hawkinson. I'm so in on Hawkinson. Best bet in this game. Who knows what it is? You should know if you subscribe to the newsletter. There it is, thedegenerateweekly.com. You can subscribe for free. Thank you to everybody who pays and contributes. We had a shitty NFL year. We had an awesome college year. We've been doing pretty well in the playoffs. Well enough. Get yourself some merch while you're there, too. Shop.thedegenerateweekly.com. Get yourself a hoodie. It's cold out there. You're going to like the way you look. I almost guarantee it. Seriously, the quality fucks, though. Feedback's been great. Thank you to everybody who's bought one or multiple items. I see some people are getting some mugs, some beanies. Bang. Love that. Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't keep in my bag with the NFL like y'all do, but I will say this, but it's Kyron and Puka. Okay. I'm on the under. I'm on the under in this game. All right. Oh, somebody said you're better than this. Bitching about holding call. That was a really, really bad no call. Okay. Done recapping. Now we're getting into Rams, Vikings, best bets, and an underdog entry for tonight. Hold on. Hop in. I always go to hop in. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't. I just always do. YouTube.com at the DGen Weekly. Okay. Pull it up real quick. Sorry, I don't have the shared screen. I'm missing the power cord for my monitor. I'll get that fixed and we'll be good to go tomorrow. Full week of streams this week, by the way. Traveling Sunday. We'll be in Atlanta. If anybody is familiar with Atlanta, please reach out. Let me know if you have any suggestions where to watch the game Sunday. I would love to maybe hit up some sports bars and see if they have any interest in letting us do a live stream there. I think that would be great. Obviously, if anybody's in the area, wants to grab a beer, say hi. All that's good stuff. Okay, I'm just pulling up the numbers. So we got the Vikings on a 1.5 opener, up to 2.5, total 47.5, up to 48. My best bet in this game is the under. Hit up Gerald Michimasta. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, good call, actually. Magic City is a great sports bar. Okay. What's the underdog lay tonight? Wouldn't you like to know? Everybody wants to know the underdog lay. They love you when you're hot. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Hold on. By the way, I'll get you guys the link real quick, whether you want it or not. I'm still going to deliver it. And if you do end up signing up for Underdog, you use our promo code or this link, you get a 50% deposit match. I believe it's up to $1,000 now, which is pretty fucking sweet. Where is this link? Steak, did I send you the link? Or did I send it to somebody else? Hold on. Maybe I scrolled past it. Tuesday. What the fuck? Maybe I didn't send it to you. Son of a bitch. Who did I send it to? Damn it. Oh, here it is. I knew I fucking had it here. Boom. All right. Sorry. Boom. All right. There's a link. I'll pin it at the top of the Twitch chat. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I love doing the Monday recaps. Usually a pretty busy stream too. You guys are great. Okay. Let's get into it. Love to know what you guys think, where your head's at for this game. I am, as I said, I am on this under. I'll explain a little bit more about why. Unless you've already read the newsletter, you know my reasonings, my thoughts on this, but I will be curious to know, where is your head at for this game? Shout out Freddie for the Nick Taylor cash. Yeah, great call. I had fucking JJ Spawn 100-1. What a limp dick back nine yesterday. That sucked. What are you going to do? I think it's the Vikings. And I think what I said about this game is, I think that loss for the Vikings, this all depends. It's not every team, but it has to be the right coach. It's got to be the right group of guys. I think that loss to the Lions is going to piss them off. I think they're going to come out with their hair on fire. Now they're going to get a Rams team that really needed that bye week. I mean, you got Matt Stafford's getting a little bit older. How old is Matt Stafford? Age. Matt Stafford is 36 years old. He got an 18-week season. He fucking grinded. Guys like that really needed that bye week. Cooper Kupp hasn't really been right. They haven't been getting him the ball. And Puka Nacua is, I'm not even exaggerating, I think might be the best receiver in the NFL. And I'm a big Justin Jefferson guy. Obviously, Mike Evans is my GOAT. But you look at the Rams offense the past few weeks. They scored 12, 19, 13, and then the game against the Seahawks didn't really, they had Jimmy Garoppolo or whatever. It didn't matter much, but that's not good. That's not good. Now, think of the competition they played too down the stretch. You got the Jets, you got the Niners, you got the Saints. The Cardinals were pretty good, pretty scrappy. That was a hard-fought win. But the Rams defense has been a solid unit. And that is why I faded them. And hand up, I was wrong. I was way wrong. Rams W for the Fires. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yep. Ramble now. Can we replace Beeve with me, please? Hilarious. Yep. Feel like the Rams are going to try to bleed clock. I like Williams attempts a lot. Okay. Yeah, that correlates with the under. So I'm with it, obviously. KOC versus McVay feels like a race between who can establish the run first. Yep. The real Sam Darnold will be showing up tonight. Be careful. Don't even mention the guy who led the league in every receptions category, Chase. Oh, yeah, I did forget that. Sorry. Chase is the fucking man, too. No, I'm being a prisoner of the moment and just, my slurpage for Puka Nacua, but the guy is unbelievable. Here's where I'm at with this game. I don't know what was up with the play calling from Kevin O'Connell. I don't know what's going on in the Lions game. I don't know what's going on with the lack of usage of Aaron Jones in the red zone. I won't be taking him to score a touchdown anymore, which means they'll probably have 2 tonight. But this has to be a game where, when everybody finally just said, after they were loving Sam Darnold all year and they finally just saw him have his worst performance of the season, and they're like, you know what? Sam Darnold's not that guy. Write him off. He needs to not write back. But does Sam Darnold have it in him in the playoffs to go out there and ball out and sling that rock? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. Make life easy for Samuel L. Darnold. I don't know if L is his middle initial, but you get what I'm saying. Make life easy. This bet on the under or a bet on the Vikings is a bet solely, in my opinion, on Kevin O'Connell's game script. And the play calling and the game plan going into it, it's got to be make life easy for Sam Darnold. Get the run game going. I know the Rams are good against the run. Don't care. Get it going. There's going to be pressure. Jared versus a fucking dog. Shout out to my Defensive Player of the Year ticket. That line gets after it. They apply pressure. Don't call too many plays that take 4 seconds to develop downfield. Get it out 3-4 yards. Go West Coast. Go John Gruden. Play action. Roll out. Dump off. Hawk. I love Freddie Mills tweeting that it's Hawkinson Day. That, to me, correlates to the under. Feed the tight end. I love Hawkinson tonight. I'm in. You can say I'm tailing Freddie. That's fine. But in my game script, it's Jones and it's Hawkinson. All right. I'm gonna make an underdog entry. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen. But Hawkinson's going to be in it. Now, the question is, do I want yards? Do I want catches? I don't know. But if I'm making a bet, what I'm trying to do is get in the mind and get in the headspace of the team and the coach. If this is how I think the game will go and should go for the Vikings, these are the 2 players I am going to lean on. To be fair, we've been chasing Hawkinson all year, TD. For sure. Both tight ends on each team. Fair. I'm going to stay away. I'm okay with Sam Darnold completions. Truthfully, I think you got to make life easy for him. For sure, you're going to take some deep shots. For sure. bleed the fucking clock, move the sticks, move the chains, get Aaron Jones going. He is a beast. Remember what he did in the playoffs last year? Beast. Feed that motherfucker. I'm going to be on Jones. I don't know how, but maybe yards, rushing, receiving. I don't know. Hawk day every day like McBride day never gets a TD. I'm not trying to catch that falling knife. On the Rams side, the Rams had a ton of success on the Vikings last time they played. I don't know that I see that happening again. I truly don't. I think that another thing, two good things for the Vikings. You've already seen how the Rams can beat this Brian Flores defense. Maybe you make some adjustments, just like the Lions adjusted their style of defense against the Vikings last week. Make some adjustments. I'm going to trust in the coaching staff of the Vikings. I don't know that the Rams are going to have as much success. I don't see them putting up 30 burger again on the Vikings D. I just don't. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I think it's going to be like 24-21. It's a pretty common score, whatever. That's sort of what I think. That's kind of what I think. It's going to be like 20, 23-20, 24-21. I actually take that. I actually take Vikings 23-20, exact score POD. 5-1 at home with John Hussey. Oh, okay. Wow. Good morning, fellas. What's up, OG Sauer? Akers against his old squad. True. Yep. Said it here last Monday. It was always the Commanders. You did. Good job. Great call on the Commanders. It was always the Commanders. Hard fought game. I don't think the Bucs deserve to win personally. I also don't think Todd Bowles needs to be fired. But I like the under 47.5. It was 48. I got 47.5. I'm on it. Put it in this morning. BetMGM. You can follow me on Action Network, the DGen Weekly. Shout out to Action Network being verified. Peter King, enough Bucks talk. What are we talking about? Hawkinson receptions. Yeah. Corn, are you going to sit there and just bitch and moan, or are you going to give us a fucking play? Been talking for an hour and 16 minutes. All this guy is bitching and moaning. What are you going to do? Looking right at you. What are you going to do? You're a Vikings fan. Give us something to work with, for the love of God. Okay, here it comes. Thank God. Guys just shows up. This is fucking practically show and tell. The guy doesn't do anything. He stands on the side of the room, doesn't participate, and just makes fun of everybody. Let me get Cornfields. When I asked for player props for the Degenerate newsletter, this guy gives me a Vikings player fucking 3 weeks in a row. He gives me Addison back-to-back weeks. Addison longest reception will hit with Heath today. Maybe. I don't mind that. I need someone on the Rams, too, for the underdog entry, by the way. Who do you like? Kyron? Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be might be Cup. Might be Cup needing the bye week. Maybe Cup gets fed. Cup's gonna have a long reception, I think. He's gonna have like a 34-yarder, I think. It's Cup day. Yeah, it might be Cup day. Although, are we trying to catch the falling knife with the Cup? Maybe. Cup receptions, yeah. Stafford passing, Dejan. I sent part of that right up in chat. So last game, Flores said they had no idea Puka was playing in Puka, put printed numbers. Okay. The Rams player is Puka catches. Stafford pass yards and Jones rush yards are both green. Yeah, Jones for me, for sure. I don't know that I'm going to go Stafford passing yards, but I don't hate it. I do not hate that at all. Actually, I really like it. Tailing Dawes. That would be tailing you. Yeah, I love Puka. Let me look. Let me pull up Underdog. And if you want to join Underdog, I put the link up there. You can use a promo code. You get deposit match for 50%. You put in 100, you get an extra 50. You put in 200, you get an extra 100. You know how math works? So Puka would be locked up. You're Robinson. How do I not tell that? Corn has been fucking fiend. Oh, look at that account balance in Underdog, baby. Love to love it. Love to love it. All right. Aaron Jones, higher than receiving. Demarcus Robinson. Okay. Robinson. Higher than receiving yards or higher than receptions, Corn? I need a Joey Dumps play too. Where is Joey Dumps? Why must I summon all of you to give me plays? For the love of fuck. Can you just speak up? Oh, here we go. He easily cleared this last time the Vikings, who have allowed 240 yards passing our game. Okay, good shit. I'm fading Jones. He is seeing less playing time. You're right. I'm not. Playoff demon. Very funny. Allen Robinson, can't do that. God, I love seeing you on D-Rob. Locked in 2+ this morning. Is that what we're doing, Corn? If we're doing receptions? Jones rushing, not receiving. Rams have held RBs to low receiving yards the last few weeks. Okay, can we talk about this NBA basketball game line today? You can. You can help me out. It's 11:49. I do have to run. I got to go to the dentist. Remember I told you I was grinding my teeth so hard I cracked my night guard? So I got to go get that replaced today. Kirby XP with a new follow. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the board review. Okay. I'm going to, here is the dog entry. Para me. I'm going to Aaron Jones higher than rushing yards. I'm going to Marcus Robinson higher than receiving yards. I'm sorry, higher than receptions, 1.5. And I am going where no man has gone before. I am going to Hawkinson higher than 4.5 catches. Here it is. 6 times payout. I'm putting a 0.75 units on it to pay $452. Okay. Aaron Jones higher than receiving yards. Marcus Robinson higher than receptions. TJ Hawkinson higher than 4.5 catches. That is my lay today. See you down by the bay. Roll around in some hay. Would have hit if under on Jones. W Dental Health. Yep. We've seen a first TD on Franklin Dotson and Diami Brown. Who is the random scoring today? Jones rest part of running back that are going to get fed during postseason, though. John Miller, I think so. Sure. Yeah. Although the one thing that scares me is Cam Akers has actually looked decent, I think, from what I've seen. So I don't know what that could be about. But I like it. I like Jones today. I'm on higher than 58.5. Aaron Jones higher than 58.5 rushing yards. DeMarcus Robinson, Tealing Cornfields, higher than 1.5 receptions. TJ Hawkinson, higher than 4.5 receptions. I probably should have gone yards, actually. Can I do... Wait. You know what? Can I cash out of this? Cancel. I don't like going to 2 players' receptions. I'm redoing it. I canceled it. I'm going TJ Hawkinson higher than receiving yards. Oh, you're pick. Oh, hold on. Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh, it pays less. That's okay. I don't care. 75 pays 387. Yep, I canceled it. Hawkinson higher than 42.5 receiving yards. Aaron Jones higher than 58.5 rushing yards. DeMarcus Robinson higher than receptions. Hello, pandemic. You've been really sleepy lately. Had a DUI over the weekend. He might see a small snap count. What the fuck, Corn? Where were you? Good luck fading Cam Akers' revenge game. He is one salty dude. I'm not fading that. It's 264. I don't know. Is that really high? Trailing games. I have no. I don't know actually. Under in the game and all over props is a good look. Shut the fuck up, Phils. Bonjour, DJen. Bon lundi. Hello, Ethan. Good morning. Bonsoir. If you put a first quarter bet, you might as well go play roulette. I didn't do that. DJen falls for fake old news again. I didn't fall for anything. I'm just asking you. Okay. Are we good, ladies and gentlemen? Is this where we need to be? I feel pretty good about it. Under for me. We've got some NBA. We've got some NHL. And listen, I'm going to, as we move forward and transition to life without football, as I've told you what to be prepared for, we are absolutely going to dive into NBA because we have no choice, even though it's not my favorite. Player props. All right. I'm going to give the people what they need. I know that's what people like. NHL, besides totals, player props. College basketball. These are going to be the main things as we move forward, okay? We've got tennis, or obviously golf too. Golf. We've got some tennis. Maybe we could talk about. We'll see. I don't think we have enough time. I think I've done some research. I've asked a few people, and we're probably going to use Outlier a little bit more for prop data. So I'm going to reach out to them. I haven't had a conversation with them. See if there's anything they want to set up. Promo, partnership, whatever. But seems like people like their service. So I'm good with it. I'm going to get more familiar with it, though. You know, I would not promote or push anything that I wouldn't actually use myself. what else? That's what you can expect. Steak will be on tomorrow. We'll talk NFL lines this coming up week. We'll talk Natty. And then Wednesday, Fat Girls. I get in touch with Fat Girls. It's a big NBA slate. We'll talk some NBA. Also see if BK wants to come on to talk golf. And we'll go from there. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. Good luck on all your bets. You know what? They fucking pissed me off the last time, Dig that. I took them first half -2.5 against the Nuggets. They were up 12 in the first quarter, and then they tied at halftime and lost. Maybe they're first quarter wagons. Chew, have fun at the game. Remember, if you getting your tickets on SeatGeek, promo code DGen. Some people still DM me and they ask what the code is. It's DGen. $20 off your first SeatGeek. Nope. W's, have a great week, DGen. Go shopping and fill up the fridge. Yep. My wife actually hit the store and made some soup. It's fantastic. So W's there. You doing Hockey Slate on TikTok? I am. You can follow me on TikTok at the DGen Weekly. I'll go live a little bit later. I don't know how much more time we have on TikTok. I don't know if it's getting banned or not or whatever the fuck. Who knows? CBB Super Tuesday tomorrow. W's. Okay. Noted. Thank you. Everybody enjoy your day. Good luck on all your bets. And I will chat with you guys tomorrow. We'll probably be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Is Owner's Box live? I think I could probably send you guys over to Owner's Box, right? Let's see. Are they live? Yep. Stream summary. Stream manager. That's what I need. Stream. Owner's Box Sports. Okay. And okay, Raid is loading. I got to go get a power cord for this monitor. I got to go to the dentist. I got to get a massage, catch up on some corp emails, figure out my schedule. I will go back, or I'll go on TikTok probably around between like 4 and 5, I think. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great day. Goodbye.